Dear friends, happy to Bishvat. It's fascinating that in the Jewish religion, we have a holiday called the New Year for trees. And we celebrate the process or the growth process of trees, where in Israel or everywhere around the world, trees go to sleep when it's winter, but in Israel they awaken and start again their rebirth and renewal, and for the beginning of the growth process in the coming year starts on Tu Bishvat, on the 15th day of Shvat. And soon in Israel they're already seeing trees start to bloom, they make blessings for it. And we celebrate with the trees. Why do we celebrate the trees? And actually more than anything else, we don't celebrate an animal moment, we don't celebrate other elements. Why specifically trees? And the answer is because trees, as the Torah says, Ki Adam Eitz Hasada, because the man is a tree in the field, is that somehow there's a lot of similarities in the way a tree is made up and what happens in a tree to the way we as people develop as well. And the Rebbe had many, many different lessons that he would teach, that we can learn from a tree. But the most important thing is that the health and strength of every tree is based on the roots of the tree. What's fascinating about the roots is that no one ever sees the roots. It's actually unhealthy if you see the roots sticking out of the ground. The roots are always hidden inside the ground. So how can it be that the most important part of the tree is hidden in the ground? It's actually very similar to a building. You put up a building, the foundation with which the building cannot stand without the foundation is hidden. Most people don't see it. But yet the foundation is what holds up the building and allows you to go as high as you want. And look, today's day people are dreaming to build buildings higher and higher, a kilometer high. So, or even more. And this is very true for us as well. There is a very important element that we need to be able to survive and be healthy and to grow and to move forward and to withstand all the forces that try to knock us down and hurt us, and that is faith, emunah. Faith is something that we have that's not tangible. There's no action associated with faith. You can't really see it on the outside. You can't see faith within another person. Faith is something that's deep inside of us. And though it can't be seen, it's the greatest driver that we can have, because when we believe, it drives us to do everything that we're able to do in the most fullest, complete way. It drives us to want to do. It motivates us. It guides us. It leads us. And it keeps us strong, even when there's challenges and opposition. Faith is so important. And there's no more important time that we need faith than today. Because, firstly, everyone is trying to tie the COVID pandemic with science and trying to come with scientific conclusions, which is very difficult for most people to understand because it changes all the time and there's no clarity, and today one thing is good and tomorrow it's not good, and we have to try this way and that way, and everything is debatable. So it becomes very nerve-wracking, because what are the foundations upon which you can build and move forward and try to get beyond this pandemic that we have? But for Jews, we have another element, and that is faith. So obviously we try to do what we can and what we know and we understand medically, but we also have faith. We have faith that this didn't just come randomly. Everything that comes to this world is from Hashem. And Hashem does everything for a reason. And the reason is always has a positive, not only an ending, but it's positive throughout. So though it's challenging, it's hard, it sometimes goes in the face of everything we've been used to and we thought is normal, but it's all coming from God and it's for good. So let's have faith, first of all, to remember that nothing that's happening is going to break us. It's going to just make us stronger. It's going to help us, hopefully, learn, grow, overcome, and perhaps change some of the things we've done before, we've taken for granted. But let's have faith that what's happening is part of our growth process. What's happening is part of the continuation of the world working towards a better place. So happy to Bishvat. And let's remember, just like the trees, they sleep, they wake up again, they come back to their full vigor, so to us as well. Let's remain in our full vigor with strong roots, with great faith, and we'll overcome, and we'll move forward, and things will be great again and even greater. So be well and have a great day.